Have you ever found yourself consumed with worry over things that might never happen? What if the unexpected occurs? What if life suddenly takes a wrong turn? For a farmer in a quiet village, this constant stream of what-ifs became more than just passing thoughts. It was an unshakable habit. Though blessed with a prosperous farm, a loving family, and good health, he was haunted by fears of what might go wrong: a bad harvest, a drought, illness in old age. These thoughts weighed him down, robbing him of peace and joy in the present. Until one day, he heard that a wise teacher, Jesus, was nearby. With the hope that perhaps someone could lift this invisible burden, the farmer set off to find answers. What he discovered was more profound than he ever imagined. A lesson that would forever change his life, and perhaps ours. In a quiet village lived a farmer whose life seemed nearly perfect by all appearances, yet he carried a burden that no one could see. This farmer, blessed with a fertile farm that yielded abundant crops year after year, 4 sturdy bullocks, and 2 reliable carts, was surrounded by blessings. His home was warm and inviting, filled with the laughter of his beautiful wife and 2 delightful children. But beneath the surface, he was haunted by a relentless habit: worry. He fretted constantly, unable to shake the feeling that disaster was waiting around the corner. What if my crops fail this year? He would ponder anxiously. What if stray animals wander in and destroy everything? Or what if a drought scorches my fields, or heavy rains drown my harvest? Even when the crops thrived and the fields were green, his mind would find something else to worry about. He imagined his children's future with trepidation, feared the possibility of illness in his old age, and wondered if, one day, he might have to sell his beloved farm. This endless cycle of fear consumed him. Day by day, his heart grew heavier, and the joys of life became lost beneath his constant dread. He barely wanted to work his fields anymore, too troubled by what-ifs to notice the good right before him. His wife, who saw how this invisible burden wore him down, tried her best to comfort him. "Please, stop worrying needlessly," she would say, her voice gentle yet filled with concern. But her words couldn't reach him, as his worries were now woven deep into his thoughts. And so, despite all the blessings surrounding him, the farmer remained captive to his fears, blind to the richness of his own life. One day, the farmer heard the news that stirred a glimmer of hope in his troubled heart. Jesus, a man known for his wisdom, kindness, and miraculous ability to heal, was staying in a nearby village for a few days. Stories about Jesus had traveled far and wide. People said he was a compassionate who could lift the burdens of the weary, bring peace to troubled minds, and solve even the most deep-rooted struggles. Believing that perhaps Jesus could finally free him from the relentless grip of his worries, the farmer set off on the path toward the neighboring village, hope guiding his every step. When he reached the place where Jesus was staying, the farmer hesitated for a moment, feeling the weight of his troubles rise to the surface. But then he looked up, saw the calm and understanding eyes of Jesus, and felt a gentle assurance. Gathering his courage, he spoke with a voice filled with a lifetime of worry. "Oh Father," the farmer began, "my mind is always filled with worries about this or that, things that most often never even happen. I don't want to live like this, but no matter what I try, I cannot shake this habit. Could you please help me find peace? I am ready to do whatever you suggest." Jesus listened with deep attention, nodding thoughtfully as the farmer poured out his heart. When the farmer finished, Jesus looked at him with compassion and said, "Come back to me tomorrow morning, and I will give you the answer you seek." The farmer felt a sense of relief and left with a quiet hope, knowing that the next morning might bring him the peace he had longed for all his life. When the farmer returned the next morning, he found Jesus seated on the ground, cross-legged and deep in thought, his gaze fixed intently on a glass of milk placed before him. To the farmer's surprise, Jesus looked genuinely troubled, almost restless. From time to time, he placed his hands on his head in frustration or glanced around anxiously as if fearing something disastrous might happen. It was a sight unlike any the farmer had expected to see, especially from a man known for his calm and wisdom. Confused, the farmer approached and asked gently, "Father, what seems to be the matter? Why do you look so distressed?" With a worried tone, Jesus replied, "I'm deeply concerned about this glass of milk. I worry that a stray cat might come and knock it over, or that the milk might go sour if left too long. And I'm anxious that one of my disciples might drink it if I look away even for a moment. Since dawn, I have been worrying about all the possible things that could go wrong with this simple glass of milk." Hearing this, the farmer couldn't help but laugh. "Oh, Father," he said, "why would you worry about such trivial things? It's just milk. If a cat spills it, or if it spoils, or even if someone drinks it, you can deal with that when it happens. Worrying about it now, while it's still fresh and untouched, is pointless. Right now, the milk is safe. No cat has disturbed it, and it will be fine for hours. Your disciples have no reason to take it. All these worries are for nothing." Jesus looked at the farmer with a soft smile, understanding his meaning perfectly. "So, you believe it's pointless to worry about something that may never happen to this glass of milk?" he asked gently. "Yes, Father," the farmer replied, still smiling. "That's exactly what I believe." Jesus paused for a moment, letting the lesson sink in, and then spoke in a quiet, guiding voice. "Then tell me, why do you worry about your crops every season, even though they yield abundantly each year? Why do you fear for the future of your children, who are healthy and well? Why do you trouble yourself over illnesses that may never come, even though you are strong and full of life?" As Jesus spoke, a profound realization dawned upon the farmer, like a light breaking through clouds. In that instant, he saw clearly that he had been living in the same pointless cycle of worry as Jesus had demonstrated with the glass of milk. His worries, all about things that might never happen, had overshadowed the beauty of his present blessings. Jesus continued, "Release yourself from these needless fears. Start living, and start truly enjoying the blessings your Father in heaven has given you. Cherish the gift of your farm, of your loving wife, of your beautiful children. Appreciate your healthy animals, your bountiful crops, and the good things already within your grasp. Remember, to the one who has gratitude, even more will be given. But to the one who lives in worry and fear, even what he has may slip away. Replace every thought of worry with a thought of gratitude, and trust that all your needs will be provided for." The farmer stood there, overwhelmed with a sense of awakening as if he had just emerged from a long, dark dream. He fell at Jesus' feet, filled with gratitude for this simple yet powerful revelation. In his heart, he knew he had been given the greatest gift, the peace that comes from letting go of needless worry and embracing the abundance of the present moment. As he walked back to his village that day, the farmer felt lighter, carrying with him the wisdom that would transform his life forever. I tell you solemnly that to everyone who has gratitude, more will be given, but for the one who has no gratitude, even what they have will be taken away from them. From today, replace your thoughts of worry with thoughts of gratitude, and trust that God will provide all your wants and needs. Replace your worry habit with a habit of gratitude and started thanking. We realize his mistake in such simple language. If we look at our lives, we will see that we worry so much about our future that we make today miserable. We always worry about how our future will be, and what our financial condition in the future shall be able to fulfill our responsibilities. or not what will happen to our children, what will be the future of our children. In worrying about the future, we forget that every moment spent worrying about tomorrow is a moment lost from enjoying today. Just look at the sparrows. They do not know what they will do in the next moment, or what they will get to eat in the next moment, yet they manage to live happy lives. As Jesus taught the farmer to stop worrying and start living and start enjoying what you already have, whether it's your family, friends, freedom, or mental health. When you replace your thoughts of worry with thoughts of gratitude, you are replacing thoughts of fear with thoughts of faith. If you want to live a happy life, have faith that tomorrow will be bright and prosperous. Therefore, stop worrying about tomorrow, because worrying doesn't take away tomorrow's troubles. It only takes away today's peace. Instead, embrace gratitude, trust in God's provision, and find joy in the blessings of today.